Hey guys, it's G. Welcome to another MLB Perfect Inning Live video. Today I've got Buy It, Keep It, Sell It 2013 All-Star Pitcher Edition. Tomorrow will be 2013 Batter Edition. And then that series, at least temporarily, until there's the next set of players, that series will be kind of done for a while. But that's okay, because I'll be focusing on individual players. So, drop suggestions if there's anything you want to look at there. Update on the Fantasy Football League. 17 out of 20 teams have been filled. Link if you want to join with one of the 3 remaining spots will be in the description. If you already have a team, only have one team because, if you have 2 teams, you're just finessed and that's not right. Anyways, let's get into this. We're starting with Max Scherzer, 155 mil. Those stats are insane. I faced Max Scherzer once, a 4-inning game. I got 1 hit the whole time. Price tag is what it is. 155 mil is nothing to sneeze at. But this guy was shut down good. He's got that really nice 5-pitch mix. Look at his command. Look at his stuff. And that's before you throw any equipment on it, level it up at all, boost it from a +1 to a +2. So there's just so much you can do with this card once you get it. What I'm saying, if you can afford it, I would buy it because it was basically unhittable. 2013 Craig Kimbrel, closing pitcher with 5 pitches. Wow, I'm going to add that to my favorites because that's a must-buy. I'm not going to buy his +3 for 200 mil. I'm sorry, but if his +1 shows up 64 mil, 65 mil, something like that, buy it. Train it up for a couple mil. What I've been doing, when I grab my seasons, I do the home run derby, get my 530 mileage. All that mileage stacks up, throw it all to A-grade supplements. Use those supplements, shorten the training time, so I get a player boosted up. Instead of, let's say, like 12 days, which is what it's supposed to be, 12 or 13 days, I get it down to about a week. All part of the grind. Next up is Clayton Kershaw, an 83. I would sell this one. I'm going to go into the Clayton Kershaws in some future video, all his versions, but look, he only has 4 pitches, and he just seems more predictable, but he still has very nice stats. And 47 mil, not a bad price. Just for me, if I'm going to spend a decent chunk of change on a starting pitcher, it has to be worth my time. Matt Harvey, with 5 pitches, his stats are a little bit lower than that Kershaw, but it's a much nicer card. So I would sell that Kershaw and hope to get a Harvey. Yes, it's going to cost you a little bit after auction house fees, but that's all part of the sacrifice to build the best team in the game. Next up, we got 85 overall Aroldis Chapman. He has very nice stats. I feel like Chapman's a player I should really do a video on his cards because he's another one with a lot of them that are pretty similar looking. But looking at this card objectively, in terms of its value, okay, so there's some on the market. 82 velocity, see, I would sell this card because even though Chapman's a really nice closer, I feel like there's better versions out there, and if you can fetch 40 mil for this Chapman, that's worth it. Felix Hernandez, great 6-pitch mix. Stats are a little bit lacking. He has better all-star cards out there. So that's why I'm going to say to sell this one. Although I would honestly keep it if I pulled it. Reason being, okay, so he's a base 80 overall. But you start boosting him up. That gets to be a pretty nice card. And he has 6 pitches. And, really, unless your team is completely perfect other than 1 or 2 guys, it's okay to have, your starting pitchers from 1 to 5 not all be number 1 aces. You can have 1 or 2 aces, and then the rest be solid pitchers who you just might go to your bullpen a little bit more and a little bit earlier on. Looking at Holland here, 84 overall. That's a great price point at 15 mil. I would absolutely buy him. He does only have 4 pitches, but look at him. He's an Aroldis Chapman type, except for he throws right-handed. He adds a curveball. He takes away a little bit of velocity. I think that curveball is, at least for me, and for everyone else it's different. For me, the curveball is one of those make it or break it pitches, because everybody's looking at changeup. They'll see it drop down. The curveball, they'll see it cut sideways. So a lot of people are looking for how it first breaks to guess if it's a strike or not. But if you have it going both down and sideways, I find for me hitting, it's a tougher pitch to judge. I find throwing curveballs to my opponents, that's my number one strikeout pitch. Like I said, everybody's different. Know yourself. Know how you play. Buy accordingly. Next up, 79 Chris Sale. Not a bad card. I would sell, though. Save up. There's a lot better Chris Sales out there if you want him. Now we get to the cheap guys, the bullpen. Brett Cecil. He's got 6 pitches. If you look, I think you can buy him, but let's see. You need to get him to a +5 to have all C-grade pitches. Certainly, though, if you level them up, you're going to get those to C as well. So what I would say is if you buy him, get him to at least a +3, maybe even a +4. Like, he's got very nice stats and very nice pitches. It's just his base version is not that strong. However, if you're going to get a really expensive reliever at a +1 versus Cecil at a +3 or a +4, start looking at prices and decide from there. Next up, Joe Nathan, 78 overall. 5 pitches as a closer. 73 velocity. He's got 88 command. He just doesn't have much for break or for stuff. I could see buying him. But again, with most of these cards, it's up to the user. Pat Corbin, a starting pitcher. I would sell him from the sheer standpoint. There are so many good starters out there that you can sell this Corbin and just save up for a starter. I wouldn't fault you for keeping it either. The 4-pitch mix is solid. Then you got Matt Moore, similar 4-pitch mix. Those D-rated pitches are really a killer, though. When you get those pitches that are D-rated or below, if you haven't seen, it's not too often, but in some of my draft champion videos, stuff like that, where I'll have a D-rated pitch, I'll throw it, definitely should be a strike, and it will miss all the way off the plate, which, if you're in an 0-2 situation, you can miss off the plate. When you're in like a 3-1, 3-2 situation, and your pitch completely misses the mark, there's nothing you can do other than throw it directly down the middle, and then it will probably end up there. You got Grant Balfour for $4 million, 6 pitches as a closer. This would not be a bad buy. Honestly, I might get him. I'm thinking about getting that. I believe it was Holland. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting that Holland. All joking aside, but look, he has 6 pitches, all at C grade. Okay, so none of his stats stand out as being great, but none of them stand out as being that terrible. So all you have to do, like I said, level them up, throw some equipment on. Seems kind of redundant, but that's how you get these players to be as good as you're hoping. And finally, Jason Grilli, $3 million. Closer, 3 pitches, all D grade. I would sell him. Like, at that point, okay, so you're only getting $3 million, but you're getting rid of a player that really has no business being in your bullpen, and you can replace him with someone worth having. That's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Subscribe if you're new for more MLB Perfect Inning Live content, including the 2013 Buy, Keep, Sell All-Star Batters tomorrow. Drop a comment with your thoughts. Like I said, these are my opinions. I straight up told you the curveball is my favorite pitch. Like, straight up. So maybe let me know if there's different pitches or different sets you look for. But anyways, I'm G. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, and as always, peace out.